loves, welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. I'm so excited to be back, and for my first video I thought it'd be great to do a fountain pen collection. I feel like this hobby has taken over my life. Just kidding. It's been such a fun journey, and I'm no pro whatsoever and I'm still learning, but I feel like I know what I like. And I love that. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna be sharing with you my fountain pen collection from 2022. So everything I purchased and received, because some of these were gifted to me, I'm gonna be sharing that with you from, you know, the past year. Before we get started, I thought I would kind of reintroduce myself, especially if you're new here to my channel. I am Charmaine and I'm a mom. I have a little boy, a wife. If you like all things stationery, planning, journaling, especially memory keeping and home decor, then that's what you'll find here. I love doing all of those things and, you know, daily life, clean with me's, stuff like that. So if you're into that, definitely subscribe, and you know, maybe it's something you'd enjoy seeing in the future. And of course, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for sticking with me throughout these years. I'm just really glad that you're here, to be honest. And you guys know I'm always open to all the feedbacks and all video suggestions, so leave all of that in the comments down below. I love hearing them. So anyways, yeah, I'm excited. As you can see, we have a lot of pens here. So I had done a collections video earlier, and that was from the first half of the year. So now you're probably looking at this like, wow, there's more. So yeah, I have accumulated more, and also I did get rid of some, and I do plan on getting rid of some more. So yeah, let's just dive right in. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to do this in order. I think I started off with mostly Kawecos, so let me put some of these aside. And I have my true drawers here that has most of my pens. I started off with the Kaweco Sport in Macchiato, and I just fell in love and decided, wow, I'm impressed. Let's keep going. And for a while, I was very obsessed with getting almost every single color of Kaweco Sport. I literally had to stop myself and be like, you have to try other pens. So anyways, this is my first pen. And yeah, the Kaweco Sport in Macchiato with extra fine nib. And I know a lot of you, find this very scratchy and such, but to me it's actually a smooth writer. It was pretty scratchy, like feedback wise, it was pretty high up there, but I feel like the more that I wrote with it, the smoother it got. So yeah, I love writing with my Kaweco Sports. I believe all of my Kaweco Sports are in extra fine, if you're wondering. So anyways, this is my first fountain pen. Love it. After this, I actually got the dark olive, which is a collection. So you will see this one says Kaweco Collection, this one just says Kaweco Sport, and I always try to put this kind of clip on my Kaweco Collection pens, so just so you kind of see the difference. So yeah, I love the dark olive. It's such a beautiful pen, also extra fine, but to me they just write really smooth. I love it. And yeah, this is like the only one that has gold finials that I own. I really do wish that Kaweco will, make more pens with gold finials, because I love me some gold. But anyways, those are my first two pens. After that, I actually decided, okay, I want to try something a little bit different. So I got the Kaweco student pen. This is 20s Jazz. So look at that color. I just love this. Look at that. Kawecos are steel nibs, by the way, and this one is also an extra fine. I like my extra fines because I write very small. In the beginning, I did get different nib size, like I got a medium and a fine, and after playing with them, I just realized that I do really just enjoy extra fine, because that is just how I write. It looks better in my handwriting. I write very small. Also, I use the Hobonichi Weeks, so that's, something to consider as well. Like, you can't really write big in the Hobonichi Weeks, and yeah, so extra fine is always something that just I gravitate towards as just what works for me. So you will see that in a lot of my pens. But yeah, that's my third pen. After that, like I said, I was very much like, I really wanted to get all the colors, and I actually had the Kaweco in white and Bordeaux as well. I have gotten rid of those since because it was just like a color that I don't know, I just didn't really love them. And then after that, I got the Iridescent, which is I think it's one of their limited collections. It's a Kaweco collection, but like, look how stunning that is. So I've only used this quite, like, I want to say just a few weeks. I didn't really use this much, but I really hope to use it, like, you know, in spring and summer because it's such a gorgeous, like, fun, summery color. And then after that, I got the lavender. This one's also a Kaweco collection. Love this lavender color. Extra fine as well. My last pen purchase in April was the TWSBI 580 Rose Gold in extra fine. I was very excited to see this. I really wanted to try a TWSBI pen because it's highly recommended in the pen community. And then I saw this was like, I believe this did release in April. And, you know, I was really wanting to try TWSBI, but I didn't like any of the colors until I saw this. And I was like, I love it so much. And yeah, I don't know, I saw it and I loved it, and I actually did have this ink since April up until December. I finally used up all the ink. I think I do have a vlog of me cleaning this pen out finally, but I love this. This holds a ton of ink and it has definitely served me well. I can't wait to re-ink it. I just don't know what ink to put in it yet. But I really do love writing with this, especially in my Traveler's Company inserts. It works really good in that paper. Love this pen. Again, it's an extra fine. I don't know if I will be purchasing any more TWSBIs just because I don't really like the ecos, like how it looks. I mean, it's cute, but I just prefer the 580, like how this one looks. So unless they come out with like a color that I absolutely have to have. But yeah, for now, this is it. This is my only TWSBI. Now moving into May, I've slowed down quite a bit because I've realized, wow, I'm doing this really quickly. So in May, I've only purchased a few. I did have the Kaweco in mint and also in green, but I have since gotten rid of those. Meaning I sold them to someone else because I never used them, never inked them, and didn't really see myself reaching for them in the future. So anyways, other than those, I did get my first Lamy Safaris. A lot of you recommended Lamy Safaris, so I purchased 2 that month. I got the limited collection that released earlier in the year, which is this one. I believe it's either called Cream or Cozy, but I love this one. I love how this looks. Love that it's all like in one color, and it's also this beautiful matte finish. I just love this. This is an extra fine, and then I also found this one on eBay. This is Powder Rose from a few years ago. I have it in extra fine as well. I did get this in a medium actually, so I do have an extra nib, but I find that Lamy Safaris, to me at least, or at least the inks that I did put in them, wrote so wet, so the medium just didn't work for me, so I switched it to an extra fine, and that worked a little bit better. I think going forward I will have to put more of a drier ink in them. I'm not sure, I have to play around with it, but it just made me not love it as much because it was just so wet. And like I said, I write very small, so my handwriting just looked terrible whenever I would use my Lamy Safari. So yeah, I'm definitely going to have to play around with it some more, test out different inks and whatnot. If you guys have any recommendations on what ink to put in it that's like not super wet, let me know. But yeah, definitely do really like these. I'm not going to get rid of them. I love having them in my collection. And like I said, I do have like an extra nib, a medium nib to put in any of these. I love that you can, like, you know, change their nibs so easily. So yeah, they're just really good to have in in a collection, to be honest. I do love them. Just really need to find a way so I can use them more. Alright, going into June, I've slowed down, so I surprisingly only bought 2 pens in June, and it is the Laban. Actually, I think I purchased these towards the end of May and then it arrived in June is what had happened, because I remember I did not make any actual purchase in the month of June. So yeah, I think that's what happened. So anyways, this is what came in June. This is my very first Laban pen and I love this so much. It is such a gorgeous pen. I think this is my most beautiful pen. I don't know, I just something about the texture and the colors and the gold is just stunning to me. This is with a Yobo nib, I believe that's how you say it. Steel nib. Just so stunning. Like, look at all the details in this pen. I do have a whole video on this. I will link all of that in the description box down below if you kind of want to, you know, see close-ups and whatnot. But love this pen so much. It's such a beautiful pen. But I do want to say, I'm almost like positive that this is the scratchiest pen that I own. It isn't extra fine, and yeah, I do really think that this is the scratchiest pen in my collection, but I still really love it and I still used it a bunch last summer. So that is my first Laban. And after that, I got my Sailor, my very first Sailor, and it is in the color Dragon Palace. I purchased this because one, the color is stunning and I love that it's all one color. I was looking into Sailors and I didn't really like the ones with like different color finials. I don't know, I think it depends, but I wasn't a fan of like the black finials, I think it was. So when I saw this one, I was like, this is stunning. And I think it was also like only $80 at the time, so it was also like a very good deal, so I definitely couldn't pass it up. So anyways, this one's actually inked up. I keep all of my currently inked pens in this, and I think these two are currently inked as well. And then I have like a little pen tray. I'm not sure if you can see this pen tray. It's like glass. I keep what's inked there. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and share with you how this writes because I have it inked. But yeah, I love this pen very much. It is 14K gold and it's one of the Shikiori collections from a few years ago, I believe. And it's just so beautiful. It's really hard to show you, but there is shimmer on the barrel. I'm not sure if it will show up or anything, but honestly, such a gorgeous pen. I love this pen, and this is one of those pens that I love so much that I've inked it up multiple times since having it, and it's in medium fine. It works great in my Hobonichi weeks, surprisingly. I just write really good with this pen for some reason. And since I love this pen so very much, I decided to buy 2 more Sailors. So I didn't purchase anything in June because, like I said, I bought this one and my Laban end of May and it came in June. So I told myself, okay, I'm not gonna buy anything in June and I will save up and buy Sailors in July, which is what I did. So come July, I ended up purchasing 2 more Sailors to add to my collection. I was eyeing this up. This is the Sailor Pro Gear Mini. Pro Gear Slim Mini. By the way, this is the Pro Gear Slim. So you can see the difference there. The Mini is much shorter. Yes, in July, I purchased this one. This is in Zine Pink, I think it was. And it's such a gorgeous color. It's the perfect pink. This is my favorite pink color from all of my Sailors. Like, I love this like peachy pink creamy color. I think it's beautiful. I really wish they would make this in a Pro Gear Slim. But yeah, this is Pro Gear Slim Mini and medium fine. And with this purchase, I also got the, I think this is called Graceful Crane. Such a beautiful blue. I love this pen. It's stunning. I use it a ton in the summertime. Oh my goodness, such a gorgeous pen. It's like semi see-through. It's so good, you guys, so good. And I love like the little details Oh my gosh. So this is from the same collection as the Dragon Palace. So you can kind of see, let me show you. They have similar properties. like the gold. Oh, so pretty. Such a gorgeous color. I love that collection. Like the Shikiori collection that these two came in. Love it. So yeah, that's Graceful Crane. It's not currently inked, but I did use it a lot summertime when I first got it. Same with this one. Such gorgeous colors, and both are medium fine nibs with 14K gold. And then August, the only pen that I purchased in August is my other Laban pen. This is the Laban Rosa. This is also a Yobo nib, I believe, and I got this in a fine. But so I purchased this in store at Atlas, and it's a fine nib, but they had it grind down to close to an extra fine. So yeah, it's kind of in between an extra fine and a fine. I would say it's not a true extra fine because compared to my other Laban pen that's an actual extra fine, this writes a little bit thicker and way smoother. So yeah, that is that. Isn't this such a beautiful pen? So this is Rosa in lilac, and you can really, like, if you just look, like, yeah, those are lilacs in there. It's so beautiful. So I purchased this because I really love how it looks. And also this is the first year that I've gotten into gardening, and this just reminded me of my garden. I have a lot of lavenders, and I actually have a huge lilac bush in the backyard. So this just really reminded me of that, and I love it. So yeah, this was actually used quite a lot summertime. Like, it was just really good in my journal, especially in my Traveler's Company journal. I wouldn't necessarily write in my Hobonichi weeks with this because it is a thicker nib, but in my Traveler's Company insert, it worked really well and wrote well. So that's that one. All right, now going into September, and I actually am starting to slow down a little bit at this time because I kind of am really learning on, you know, what I really liked, and also I kind of knew I wanted more sailors, and I wanted to try other pens that are like on the higher price range. So I was like, okay, I really kind of need to limit myself because this is getting expensive, right? So anyways, in September, I decided to purchase a sailor pen for my birthday. So I got this one, which is actually inked at the moment. So I will be sharing with you how it writes. This is my Sailor Pro Gear Slim in the color Earth, and this is actually a limited edition, and I got this for such a good deal on Gold Spot Pens when they were having the boat sale. So this is an extra fine nib, and I love this. It's currently inked right now for the second time around. I love this pen so very much. It writes really good. I love the medium fine nibs, and they're just so smooth, and yeah, I just love them. So I love this one. This was my birthday pen, and I think it's like the perfect brown color, so it's just really good for fall. I just love it so much. So yeah, that's why I was like, okay, this is like my fall pen. I just love it. It's so good and like really professional looking, to be honest, because it's just such a good brown, like so earthy. So it's like perfect name for, you know, perfect color for the Earth collection, I guess. But yeah, I love this pen a lot. Again, medium fine nib with 14K gold. It's just a stunning pen. Love this. For my birthday, I was actually gifted the Kaweco Sport collection, and I think this is called Mellow Blue. And I haven't used this one yet, but I really love it. I'm planning on using this around springtime because that's kind of when I want to bust out my my blues, is during spring and summer, because that's just what it reminds me of. But it's really beautiful. I love this blue shade. It's stunning. So yeah, this was gifted to me by Anna. I love this. Such a good pen, extra fine. And then towards the end of September, I got the Sailor, I forget what collection this was in. I think it's like the new Shikiori collection, but this is the Momo. I'm pretty sure that's what's called, the Momo pen. It's such a beautiful pink, but to be honest, I still really love this creamy pink, but I mean, this is stunning too, you know. So anyways, I saw this one go on sale on Endless Pens and I just couldn't pass it up. It's such a beautiful pen, and I do have it inked currently, so I'm gonna share that with you. But this time around, I got this in a fine nib. So it writes really small, perfect for the weeks. But yes, it has more feedback than the medium fine, which, you know, to be honest, is not bad. Like, it's actually pretty smooth for what it is. It's a really good pen. So yeah, I love it. Stunning pen. We'll probably have it inked for the rest of my life just because it's such a beautiful, gorgeous pen, and it matches with all my stuff all year round, I think. So yeah, not sure if I'll ever not ink this. But yeah, that's the Sailor Momo. Going into October, I got another Sailor. Oh my goodness. This is the Sailor Minori. I did a whole video on this one. I really, really love this. I think this pen is so beautiful. I just, I feel like it's more so a spring and summer pen, but I currently have it inked at the moment because why not, right? The glitter actually reminds me of like the holiday season. That's why I was like, all right, we're inking this up. So anyways, I just love this. Like, you wouldn't think all of these would go together, but it does. It's such a beautiful, well-detailed pen. I do wish that it comes in other nib sizes, but I believe it only came in medium fine. And I do have this ink with the ink that it came with, so I'll go ahead and share that with you. But I love the combination. It's such a beautiful pen and a beautiful ink. It's so good. So yes, this is the, what's it called, 1911 version of Sailor, and medium fine nib, 14K gold, I believe. So that's that one, the Sailor Minori pen. After that, I have actually received my very first fountain pen that was like gifted to me by a company, and it was Pen Heaven. They were kind enough to send this over, and I love this pen, you guys. Ever since I got it, I've been using it nonstop. If I can only keep one pen, it might be this one, because this is, I want to say this is the most comfortable pen to write with, because it's like the perfect size for my hand, and I don't know, I just love it so much. So yeah, this is the 3776 Century pen by Platinum, and I got it in the white color, and it's 14K and extra fine. And to be honest, this is smoother than my Sailor in the with the fine nib, not even extra fine. So really surprised how smooth this writes. It's such a good writer. So far, I have had only Ferris wheel press steeped umber in this, and I love it so much. It really made me love steeped umber. I didn't think I would like that ink, but I love that ink that I ended up purchasing the entire bottle, and now I have it inked in this pen and another pen currently. I just love it so much. So anyways, yeah, this has got to be, I want to almost say, my #1 pen, or definitely my top 2, because it's such a good writer, and I love it. I love it so much. So yeah, I mean, look at it. It's so beautiful, and it's like the perfect white color. It's not too in your face. It's more so like an ivory, to be honest. It's stunning. I love this. Next, I got this one. I got this for a good deal. I think it was $38, but then it never came. It took almost, I want to say 2 months to come in, and it was lost for a while, to be honest. Like, the tracking wasn't updating at all, so Amazon actually refunded me my money and was just like, if it ever arrives, just keep the pen. And it arrived like a month later, and here it is. So it was pretty much a free pen, and it is the Sailor Cherry Blossom pen, I think it was. It's not gold. I believe this is all just steel, and the nib that I got is fine. So you can see the nib on this is different from the other Sailor nibs. Let me see. Let's do a little quick comparison so you can see there. So yeah, there you have it. I haven't used this pen yet, but do plan on it. I don't know when, but yeah. It's really, I don't know, the pink is different. So you can see here. This one is pink. This one is more purpley. So there's a difference there. Yeah, it's like a purpley pink. And actually, it's so hard to show you, but there's like gold shimmer in there. It's really pretty. I do love that the cap has this color in the top. It's a really pretty pen for what it is. And I always see it on Amazon for around 45 bucks. So I think that's a good price for this pen. Again, though, I haven't written with it yet. So yeah. And the last pen that I got in October is actually my Goulet Pen exclusive Benu pen in Ice Caramel Latte, I think that's what it's called. This sold out so quickly, and yeah, I mean, look at it. It's so beautiful. A lot of you were asking if it's still available. It's sold out at the moment, but Goulet Pens did say that they are going to be restocking it really soon. So definitely go sign up for the notification if you can, because this pen is beautiful. One thing is that is a fine nib, and it writes. It's a wet writer. It's big. Yeah, my handwriting kind of sucks with it in my Hobonichi weeks and memory keeping, like the A6. But I think it's something I can use in my Traveler's Company insert. Yeah, I'm planning on looking into if I can switch the nib, because it is a Yobo nib. So I'm wondering if I can switch it to an extra fine, if they even offer that. I really hope they do. It's just this nib is big. It's only a fine, but it's not a Japanese nib, I believe. So yeah, there you have it though. It's such a pretty pen. I have it inked right now with Coffee Break by Colorverse, and it is like the perfect match. So that is my one and only Benu pen, and I love it. I just need to find a smaller nib for it or something. Going into November, we're almost done. I hope this video isn't super long. Okay, in November, Pen Heaven sent this over. Oh my goodness. So they originally sent this to me before the Platinum, but this was lost in the mail for months and months, and then all of a sudden it came and I was shocked. So anyways, this is the Pilot Decimo. It's capless. It's amazing. I love this pen. The conveniency of this pen is amazing, and it fits in the loophole for the Hobonichi Weeks cover. So I'm all for that. I love it. I love it. This writes really good. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Like, I love this pen. I've been using it nonstop ever since I inked it up. This one's with a fine nib. So I do find that a little bit too big for me, especially in my Hobonichi weeks. But for journaling purposes, it's great and I love it. I have Lady Rose by Ferris Wheel Press in this pen right now, and I think it's such a good combo. The champagne color is stunning. I really do wish that it was like gold instead of silver, but you know, what can you do? So that is my very first Pilot capless Decimo pen. I love it. It's a really good pen. I love this so much that I decided to get another for Christmas, which I'll show you shortly. So that's what I got in November. And I also I received this one in November. This is the Ellington pen in white. Or is it white? I'm not sure. I think this is like a rosy, one of the rose color. So I actually inked this up with you guys in one of my videos, but I had to take the ink out, and I'm thinking I got a bad one because after inking it up and playing with it for a while, it leaked everywhere. Not from the barrel, it was leaking from the nib. it was just constantly leaking, and every time I would set it down, it would splatter, and it's just crazy. Like, yeah, it was leaking all over the cap and everything. So I think I got a bad one. Really sad. This is something that I think I'm just gonna have to get rid of it because I can't use it because it kept leaking. And I don't want to sell it to someone, you know, because I mean, who wants a leaky pen, right? So I'm really sad about this. But yeah, Ellington pens, this is around $40, and I mean, it's a nice looking pen. Just sad it didn't work out for me. So yeah, I think that one's gonna have to go. Here comes December. So I got my very first demonstrator pen, and this is from Fine Writing Instruments. And I actually got it in a 1.1 stub nib, and it's been really, really fun playing around with this. I have a shimmery ink in this one, and yeah, I just love it. It's such a fun pen to just kind of play with. I'm not great with calligraphy and stuff like that, but this is fun to have. So yeah, look at that. The nib is so pretty and so big. Again, I have a shimmery ink in here, and yeah, I'm still not in love with how this pen looks. I think there's just too many threading happening, but that's just how it is, I guess. But yeah, it's a fun pen. A fun pen. And then I was sent another pen. Oh my goodness. This is like amazing. So Vanessa gifted me this pen, and I can't even, you guys. They were way too kind to send this over because this pen has been on my wish list for months, and I really, really love it. And I can't even tell you how, like, it's such a pretty pen, especially in person. Look at all the details. Look at that. When it hits the light. Because, like, looking at it like this, it's like, it's alright. But, like, when you twirl it around and you see all the details, that's a stunning pen. So this is the Esterbrook JR pocket pen, I think, in Pumpkin Latte. And it's just the perfect fall pen. I know it's not fall anymore, but yeah, I can't resist not having this inked, you know? So I just, yeah, I love this. I got it in extra fine, and it's perfect. So this is a steel nib. And to be honest, this writes smoother than my Sailor in the fine nib. So that's awesome, and I can use this in my Hobonichi weeks and also in my A6. It's such a good writer. I love this. This really makes me want to try Esterbrook, like other pens. It's so good, you guys. So I highly recommend. Love this pen. Thank you so much, Vanessa. I can't even. So yeah, I love this. Thank you so much, Vanessa and Pen Heaven, for sending, you know, my other two pens, because this, I still can't wrap my head that they were sent to me because they're such good pens. Okay, next, for Christmas, I got two pens. So Anna, we actually got each other the Kaweco Collection pen in Sage. This just came out around Christmas time, and it's such a pretty pen. I do wish that it's more warm-toned, like a warm-toned sage. So I'm wearing a sage pajama right now. I was hoping it'd be like that sage, but it's not. It's more so towards blue. It's more cool toned. So yeah, it's still a pretty pen though, so I'm glad to have it in my collection. It isn't extra fine, but yeah, really wish that it was like my pajama, like this sage, you know, but it's fine. So that's that. I haven't used it yet. You know, it's just there. And this is my big, like, yes, this one for myself for Christmas. This is the Pilot Decimo capless in extra fine. So yeah, I was able to find it in white because I wanted it to match any of my planners and journals. So this is like a really beautiful pearly white, and the extra fine works amazingly. I've been using this nonstop. I love it so much, you guys. So yeah, I have, you know, this one with the fine nib. It's okay, but I just love the extra fine nib so much more. So that's that. Love this pen. It's so good. I love the clicky. Oops. I love the clicky, and just, it's so convenient. I love it. I love it very, very, very much. And that is it, you guys. That is everything that I have. That is my fountain pen collection for 2022. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and find it somewhat helpful. I will have everything listed and linked in the description box down below in case you want to shop these pens. Oh, I don't think I showed you this, but this is just a glass lip pen from Amazon. So yeah, I'll link it below. But yeah, okay, I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or any video suggestions, just let me know in the comments. And yeah, bye guys, and I'll see y'all soon in my next video.